Hi kids, in today's session you are going to learn about defense and foreign policy. Under that, now you are going to learn need for defense system. Why we need the defense system? For development of any country, we need the national security. For that, we need defense system. This defense system is also important for the growth of any country's peace and prosperity. Indian Defense Services. What are the Indian Defense Services? Before that, you should know who is the head of the Defense Services. The President of India. He is the head of the defense organization. He is the supreme commander of the armed forces in India. Security forces in India, it be divided into Indian Armed Force, paramilitary forces, Central Armed Police Forces. Indian Armed Forces. In this one we are having Army, Navy, Air Force and Coast Guard. They serve under the Ministry of Defence. Parliamentary forces, it is in the Assam Rifles and Special Frontier Force. Central Armed Police Forces are BSF, CRPF, ITBP, CISF and SSB. They serve under the authority of Ministry of Home Affairs. CAPF work along with both army and police in different roles assigned to them. Indian Armed Forces. What are the Indian Armed Forces? Army. The Indian Army. It is a land-based branch and also it is the largest volunteer army in the world. It is commanded by the Chief of Army Staff. And also you will be having the 4-star. The primary mission of the Indian Army is to ensure national security, national unity, defending the nation from external aggression, internal threats, and maintaining peace and security within its borders. It is operationally and geographically divided into 7 commands. Navy. Next one is the Navy. The primary objective of the Navy is to safeguard the nation's maritime borders and in conjunction with other armed forces of the Union. The Chief of Naval Staff, a 4-star admiral, and he commands the Navy. It has 3 naval commands. Air Force. Its primary mission is to secure Indian airspace and to conduct aerial warfare during armed conflict. The Chief of Air Staff and Air Chief Marshal is a 4-star officer. It has 7 commands. Indian Coast Guard. The Indian Coast Guard was established in 1978 by the Coast Guard Act. It operates under the Ministry of Defence. The Coast Guard works in close cooperation with the Indian Navy, the Department of Fisheries, the Department of Revenue, and the Central and State Police Forces. Next one is the Paramilitary Defense Forces. These forces helps in maintaining internal security, protecting the coastline and assisting the army are known as paramilitary forces. The responsibility is the security of important places like railway station, oil fields and refineries, and also in the water reservoir lines. And they participate in the management of natural or man-made disaster. During the peacetime, the paramilitary forces also have the responsibility of protecting the internal borders. There are 2 types already I told, the Assam Rifles and the Special Frontier Force. Assam Rifles, it came into being in 1835. Actually this one established by the British in the Assam, and it has a militia called the Kakar Levy. It is under the Ministry of Home Affairs. The Special Frontier Force is a paramilitary special force of India created in 1962. This force put under the direct supervision of the Intelligence Bureau. The Central Armed Police Forces, CAPF, I told, isn't it? In this one, the Central Reserve Police Force is the first one. The mission of Central Reserve Police Force shall be to enable the government to maintain rule of law, public order and internal security effectively and efficiently they will do. to preserve national integrity and to promote social harmony and development by upholding supremacy of the Constitution. Indo-Tibetan Border Police ITBP. It is the border guarding police force. This force is specialized in high altitude operation. It is deployed for border guarding duties from Ladakh to Arunachal Pradesh, that means in the India and China border. The Border Security Force BSF. The Border Security Force is a border guarding force of India. It is charged with guarding India's land border during peacetime and preventing transnational crimes. Central Industrial Security Force CISF. Shortly it is known as the CISF. This act came from 10th March 1969. Its duties are guarding sensitive governmental buildings. Shastra Seema Bal or Special Service Bureau SSB. Shastra Seema Bal only known as the SSB. In English, the Armed Border Force is the border guarding force for Nepal and Bhutan border. Home Guard. The Indian Home Guard is a voluntary force tasked as an auxiliary to the Indian Police. Home Guards are recruited from various cross-sections of the civil society such as professionals, college students, agricultural and industrial workers. They will give their spare time for betterment of the community. All citizens of India, the ages from the 18 to 50 are eligible for this one. National Cadet Corps NCC. It is a tri-services organization comprising the Army, Navy and Air Force, engaged in grooming the youth of the country into disciplined and patriotic citizens. The National Cadet Corps in India is a voluntary organization which recruits cadets from high schools, colleges and universities all over the India. The cadets are given basic military training in small arms and parades. The National War Memorial is a monument built by the Government of India to honor the Indian Armed Forces. The memorial is spread over 40 acres of land and is built around the existing Chhatri near India Gate in the New Delhi. The names of armed forces personnel martyred during the conflicts are inscribed on the memorial walls. The Madras Regiment is one of the oldest infantry regiment of the Indian Army, originating in the year 1758. The regimental center is at Wellington, Udagamandalam, Tamil Nadu. In 1962, after the Sino-Indian War, the need to expand the number of officers was felt. 2 officers training schools were established in Pune and Chennai to train officers for emergency commission into the army. On 1st January 1988, the school was renamed as the Officers Training Academy. In 1025 AD, Rajendra Chola I, the Chola king from Tamil Nadu, launched naval on the city-state of expedition Sri Vijaya in maritime Southeast Asia and conquered Gadaram, that means modern Keth. Rajendra's overseas expedition against Sri Vijaya was a unique event in India's history. Thank you, kids.